It's time to exact your retribution if you are equally irritated by her swift move on. Indeed, you may easily make any woman ask to be in your presence. We are aware that it is upsetting to witness her dating someone else. The image of her in another person's arms breaks my heart. Even though you may be going through a lot, you have the power to make her change her mind about her choices. She can plead for your attention if you so choose. Although some may advise you to move on, they are unable to comprehend the suffering you are going through. You'll discover how to bring any lady to her knees and make her beg for your love at the end of this video. Welcome to Z Taxi. On this channel, we love sharing relationship information, tips, and tricks to help you take your game to the next level. Subscribe if you're new here and give this video a big thumbs up for that good old YouTube algorithm. Now, without any further ado, let's begin. 7. Remove the flaw. Eliminating the gullible mentality is crucial. The truth is that most of the online gurus who profess to offer the best life advice are really just giving general suggestions. Among the few items of advice they do offer is to extend a friendly hand. What does it mean to extend friendship to your former partner? It indicates that despite her leaving you, you are still open to speaking with her. It indicates that even if she has put you in the friend zone, you still want to pursue her. She will ask you for favors and date other men while you are in the buddy zone. It can be extremely distressing to witness your former partner with another man, particularly if you are not yet married. The worst case scenario, though, is that she might ask you for favors and you won't be compensated. In the worst situation, she might even ask you to introduce her to one of your friends. It is therefore a weak mentality to offer her your friendship. While the thought is still in your head and hasn't deeply ingrained itself in you, you must kill it. 6th, consider the positive. Consider the positive aspects of your breakup. We are aware that it might cause emotional damage and is an unpleasant operation. Think of all the things you are capable of doing now that you were not able to accomplish before. It's a really freeing idea. You can now play games to your heart's content, even though you couldn't do so before. You and your guys can take that safari trip you originally decided not to go on. The most important thing is to have fun with life. You have to prove to her that your life is still going on even if you've broken up. You have to demonstrate to her that these are things you can do now even though you were not allowed to do them before. Prove to her that you are free to party as much as you like now that she is powerless over you. Prove to her that this is the life you've always desired. It will give the impression that you are content rather than depressed and furious about the breakup. You have finally gained your freedom to do as you like. She'll believe you're a man who can find happiness wherever as a result. 5. Exercise caution. Experiencing a breakup puts you in a very vulnerable position. You may do something you did not intend to do while you are experiencing strong emotions. You feel regret for those things as soon as you do them. Not every person has a strong will from birth. Even handsome men struggle to keep their hearts under check. However, people put their hearts aside and act rationally in certain circumstances. Thus, you must follow suit. When you're lonely, you don't have to message her while intoxicated. Sending her a message while you are really missing her can cause you to say things that will give the impression that you are in a dire situation. She assumes she has control over you the moment she sees how desperate you are. She will be in charge of everything you do. She is going to pilfer your joy. The fact that you alone granted her that authority is the worst thing. Thus, you have to watch what you say if you want her to plead for your attention. When you are by yourself at night, make sure you are occupied or immersed in something to minimize the chances of messaging her out of desperation. Number 4, it's critical to evaluate oneself. If you're going to try to get even with her, you need to examine yourself. If you truly want women to plead for your attention, you have to assess your own value first. Does she merit your attention, in your opinion? Think of yourself in all facets of your existence. Do you have good physical health? Are you a well-off man financially? You should assess each of these aspects of yourself. You are a high-value man if you have a lot of positive traits and few negative ones. It's possible that you're pursuing someone who isn't even close to you. Recall all the things you did for her during your relationship with her. It makes sense that she left you if you think you haven't done enough. You shouldn't be feeling horrible at all in that scenario. The situation is different, though, if you believe you have made a lot of sacrifices and have been a good spouse to her. You were with a low-value woman in that situation because she was unable to recognize the benefits of your presence in her life. So the first step to make her beg for your attention is for her to realize that you are a high-value man. 3. There's no need to apologize. These days, a lot of men struggle with it. When men realize their woman is going to leave them, they apologize right away. Every small error they make is met with an apology. They still apologize even when they are not at fault. All because they are afraid she will go. In a partnership, fear or feeling threatened should not exist. Apologizing for something that wasn't your fault is inappropriate. The first thing you should never say to her when she says she wants to end things with you is "I'm sorry." Because the moment you say "sorry," that word enters her consciousness. After that, it is translated as desperation. The thought process is mechanized, and this is how all women perceive it. Therefore, don't apologize to her for ending your relationship. Unless it was an action you truly ought not to have taken. You shouldn't apologize if you haven't betrayed her confidence by sleeping with another lady or committing any other serious errors. Hold up a proud head. Be anything but a doormat to her. Second, go on dates. Just because you are a woman doesn't mean you have to date other people. Why maintaining your reputation is essential. She will also be devastated to see you with other ladies. You can make things right, even though it breaks your heart to see her with another man. Have no fear of women. Most males who are going through a breakup start to mistrust women. They believe that women are erratic. But you have to realize that's not how all women are. Therefore, you should go out and date other people rather than being afraid of women. Prove to her that it was a good thing for her to break up with you. You have now discovered the genuine love of your life, thus it was a good thing. Ensure she witnesses you spending time with different ladies, since it will give her the impression that you are a valuable man. It would be ideal if you entered a relationship before she did with someone else, since it will shield you from getting hurt when you witness her with her other man. First, never ask for an explanation. After expressing regret or apologizing, the second most frequent error men make is to begin asking for explanations. Women can end a relationship with you without any real explanation. If they sense that you're not the right fit for them, they could pick up any insignificant error you've done and dramatize it. Thus, you will never receive an honest response from them if you ask for a reason. They would, at most, say something like, "It's about me, not about you." Alternatively, they can say, "I need some space," and that this isn't the proper time. None of these actions have a legitimate justification. Asking for explanations is the only way you may lose your respect. You have to realize that all it takes to stay in a relationship is one compelling reason. You support and guide your partner through the process, no matter how many issues they have. However, even if you have 1,000 positive traits in your personality, she could still leave you for a single, insignificant mistake. In summary, therefore, you need to alter your personality if you want her to grovel for your attention. You have to make an impression on the other guys. You will never get her to beg for your attention if you act like the other guys and are just pleading for her insignificant attention. All of it comes down to mindset. You must understand that you possess great potential and are not just your typical Joe. If you change, the world will also change for you. If you've made it this far, Please confirm that you've learned everything there is to know by leaving a 100% positive comment below. Thank you for viewing.